All right, guys. Welcome to RisecureLab. Uh, the government of Kenya's website, some of the websites were hacked. They say the websites were hacked, but that's not what I would say. The websites weren't hacked. From what I've collected, I'll try to demonstrate what actually happened or what they say happened, but let us get to look at what the media is saying. So here is the recorded future, the site Recorded Future, talking about the hack. Also, the government of Kenya suffered a cyber attack on Monday morning that defaced multiple ministry pages with racist messages for several hours. The hackers behind the attack replaced ministry website with white supremacist messages like "We will rise again," "White Power World," and "Hail Hitler," whatever. The website for the Ministries of Interior held. You can go ahead and read this. I won't go ahead and read this. The Interior Ministry urged citizens to contact the country incidents response team if they have any information about the cyber attack. Well, I don't know about that. Maybe there's somebody who knows about it, but I don't think like hackers snitch on each other. Anyway, let's go to this other site. This just a Google search. You can see multiple articles on the same. This from Daily Nation with the title "Hackers target several government websites, temporarily take over presidency portal." Yeah, go ahead and you can go ahead and read it too. So what they say they say it is a redirection attack, right? So let us listen to something from NTV.
Key government ministries, including the presidency, were disrupted for the better part of the day following cyber attacks on their sites. As Ayub Abdikadir now reports, the coordinated cyber
not NTV, sorry, from Citizen.
In just 2 years has shaken the country's digital ecosystem, exposing its vulnerability to cyber-related threats.
Websites belonging to the Ministries of Interior, Health, Education, Water and Labor were affected. The cyber attacks distributing denial of service attacks for long period, rendering digital public services across key government institutions unavailable. According to Dr. Raymond Omolo, the attack was carried out by a group identified as PCP at Kenya, prompting activation of response and recovery procedures to mitigate the impact of the cyber attack. While qualifying it a breach of the law, the PS expressed the government's commitment to strengthen the country's cyberspace. And while his statement allayed fears, it did not sufficiently address the downtime experienced by Kenyans. The incident, coming 2 years after another similar attack affected government services, which happened weeks after a renewed version of e-Citizen platform was launched, denying the public accessibility to services. A group that called itself Anonymous Sudan claimed responsibility. Kenya's robust and fast digitizing economy continues to face digital threats.
So from this, you can also hear that they say government website were hacked. You'll tell me if the government website were hacked ama tu ni this just a facade hapa juju, and maybe there is more that happened. Okay, this is another one from Citizen too. Let us listen to this.
It was just a simple 0-day attack, meaning it happened in the first time. It's just the domain name were redirected to the hackers. So really, we haven't lost any data. We haven't had any data compromised. So top of stuff, most of the sites are up and running. So really, nothing to worry about. These things will happen, but we are on top of stuff.
Yeah, the CS says it's a 0-day. You tell me. Anyway, cyber attacks happen daily. So it is not the first time that Kenya get hacked, sites get hacked, but getting the facts right when you are giving information to the public, I think that's where the government is going wrong, or those in charge are going wrong. So I'll try to simulate what they are saying happened. in a virtual environment. And I guess if you want to get into depth into about the attack and all about it, you go look it up, search cyber attack Kenya. You will find a lot of articles about it. And let's get into a simulation, right? So I have multiple machines. This one I'll use as the government's site. Let's say, for example, I'll say this is the president.co.ke, because this is one of the sites that they say got hacked. I'll say this is president.go.ke, but I've actually gone ahead and hosted. I cloned this site and hosted it into my local machine. As you can see, if I go to my local host or my local machine, we will see the same site, but when you come up here, you will see that it is not the same domain as this one, right? So we are not doing this in the online, in the production network, but in our simulated environment. So NDCI msikuwa ati mtanikujia kwa sababu ya hii. This is not in production environment. I also have another system, Debian 11, running Debian 11. Let me get this out of the way. So I have Debian 11. This is my Debian 11. This Debian 11 is also running a site, but the site now mimics what the attackers or the hackers demonstrated in the showed in the site. Like, for example, if I go to my Debian machine IP address, so let me get my IP addresses first. Come on. My IP is 192.168.122.153. So I'll go to 192.168.122.153. If I go to this site, I'll see the same message, a mimic of the message that the hackers from PCP demonstrated. All right, displayed in the so-called hack sites. I also have another machine that now will say like it is. We'll say like it is the client's system who are trying to access these government sites. For example, maybe it's just a normal citizen trying to access the KRA. Was KRA hacked? I don't know. But let's say he was trying to access the presidential portal. So let me arrange this in a way that will be easy for us to actually see what's going on. I also have a gateway. This gateway will give us a lot. Gateway that party a lot. It is a boundary between our. It is a boundary between our client and the internet. It is like the router. It's like your router. In kama router yako, it has an internal and external. So let me go ahead and try to see if tunaweza access this site. So we have the first one that we said will be mimicking the president's site, hosted in this machine, which is IP config. We see it is 192. I think I need to change this IP address. Oh, it is 1010. Let us say 10.10.10.106. You can see it gives us the same site, right? Now we also have the gateway, which is, I guess it is .2. I think I need to change this IP address to be in the same network as our attackers, maybe to simulate kama tuko online. Sawa? At least we simulate like we are online. 193 192.168 122.193 168 193. All right. Now the gateway we have the gateway tool, which now we'll try to add a redirect in our gateway so that all the traffic that comes into 192 or 193, let's say, gets redirected to our attacker machine, which is here. Okay, this is our attacker machine. This is our user, our normal public citizen trying to get into the president's portal through our gateway, right? But now he will be redirected to our attacker machine. All right. So put this in mind. Our site for the president is 192, 168, 122, 193. And our attacker machine is 153. Okay. So 153, 193. And the gateway now. Now, hypothesis about this redirect. Maybe they got access to the router, to the routing of these systems or the border gateway. I don't know. I'm not sure because I don't have all the details. I'm just mimicking what can actually happen or what actually hackers can do to redirect all those sites at once. This is just an example. It's not like it is what really happened. But if it is a redirect, there are a number of ways hackers can redirect traffic from one site to another. But this is just a way, one of the ways they can do that. Maybe they get access to an admin portal that redirects traffic, that can be used to redirect traffic from what is called the authorized. I won't call it the authorized. My tongue is in a sleep. They are sleeping from my tongue. My mind isn't playing games with me right now. Anyway, let's say what am I saying? Anyway, we are mimicking getting into this address, but now our traffic will be redirected to this address. Same way, hackers try redirected this domain president.go.ke to maybe their domain, or they redirected their traffic to this domain, maintaining the domain name on this web browsers, but the site loading is whatever they want to show you. So I'll just take a shortcut and put some domain names in the host file. Since this is the domain controller, I'll just go ahead and change the domain names and add my domain. I'll add a new domain, host name, which will be a domain name. I'll call it president.co.ke. .go.ke. Okay, I'll just call it president, and the IP address will be 192.168.122.153. Is it 153 or 193? It is where is our? It's 193. 193, and add. So our example will be president.resecure.lab. So if I go to president.resecure.lab, I should be, oh come on, I should be redirected Presidente. Presidents. Come on. CD. Let us do an NS lookup. Server its localhost. President.resecure.lab. And why are we? Oh, we need to add an. Sorry guys, I think I need to add the protocol. I need to add the protocol, which is HTTP, and we are loaded as the president site. Now I'll also go ahead, and now let's say this domain name, this what is doing our name resolution, and name resolution is actually translating this name, RisecureLab, let's say president.resecure, this fully qualified domain name, into an IP address. Now let's say, for example, a hacker goes ahead and attacks this system, or attacks the router, the route to get into our president site, which is this one. All right, which is this one. One way and I can do this is hack into this system, maybe the what is doing the name resolution, and change the pointing address to our president site. For example, if I was an attacker and hacked this system and changed this IP that points to our president site, we'll see that if I try to go to that site again, let me copy this. It is the same thing, right? But now, if I go and try to access the same site, I'll see that I'm redirected. Oof. I don't think Oh, okay. It has to collect. It has taken. We need to clear first our records to get the DNS working, and I'll also go ahead and clear my DNS cache. So I'll open another CMD. Let's clear our DNS cache. So ipconfig /DNS. And if we try again to go to that site, I need to add the protocol. So it is HTTP and there you go. We have the same domain name, but now redirected to another hacking system. Now here is where the twist comes. If a malicious hacker redirects all this traffic to their hacking system, and now they host a malicious payload into that site via something called HTML smuggling, they can actually exploit all those systems that tried to access that system. That's one example. That's one scenario that can actually be happen. Na kama by the way uli access this system with the computer that you use to access financial details on your computer, and maybe these hackers had malicious payload in their redirected site, in their redirected, and where they redirected your traffic. Just know your computer also got owned, and pawning means it got owned. Owned means it got hacked. Right? Maybe there is a backdoor in your system now, and they can collect those credentials. They can collect your documents. They can collect. They can capture webcam. They can. It's just they own you. They own you. They own your digital life. That's one example. Another example is getting to the main gateway. The gateway is what is like your router. If an attacker goes into your router, he can redirect traffic from one system. Let's say routes. I think it's the routes. Come on. I cleared my history. I think we'll come to the roots and add maybe a new route. Can add a route from this address. The gateway is the same, but now I think here is wrong. You can add oh man, why is my mind blacking out? He can add a DNS record. Can add a DNS record into your route. The same way as adding this DNS record into our DNS server. But right now I'm not using this gateway as my name server. The name server is something like that resolves your IP address or your fully qualified domain name, and a fully qualified domain name is something like this, to an IP address. So right now my name server is my local machine, but I can change this and try to use my gateway as the name server. And now if I try to look at president dot RisecureLab, that can't be found. Why? I don't know. But well, I can say it can't be found because it is not in. It is not part of the DNS record in our gateway. But if I look at the site itself, .go.ke, I can see this is the IP address from now the president.go.ke site online. Hii pia tunaweza change. We can also change, instead of now going to this, it goes to our attacker machine, which is this one, hosting our president site, our mimic of PCB Kenya. Let me go ahead and try this. I haven't done this anyway. I'm just brainstorming on my own here. So I think I should go into my services, open DNS, or outbound DNS. General. I need to add an A record. Okay. Here it is. Potato. Enable blah blah blah. Okay, override. Yeah, here. This is what I was looking for. So we can override a host and add our own. Our host may, let's say, we have a number of hosts here. So domain will be president.go.ke, a record, and now by just doing that, we have redirected all the traffic from anyone who is connected to this gateway trying to access the president.go.ke into our system. So let me save this, and now let me try and go ahead and do the president.go.ke again. Come on, let me close this, flash DNS again. I need to flash the DNS. ipconfig flash DNS, DNS is flashed. Go to NS lookup, go to the server, and use our gateway as the server. So now let's try and go and look it up again. .co.ke. The server is alright, but we are still not getting. Am I doing something wrong here? Let me see. Did I go president.go.ke, the A record? We should be getting. Okay, let me just go ahead and change the DNS for our system here. Just go ahead and configure this to use our gateway as the DNS server. Something. Come on. I need to get a better machine. It's getting too slow. Okay. Properties, and change this. Now we have just remove and use 10 10 10 2. Okay, and this 127.0.0.1. I'll go ahead now. I think my name server now, our name server is our gateway, right? So let us go ahead and try to see go.ke. Come on, if I can type president. Hey, presidente, presidents.go.ke. If we can't resolve this, I think I need to give it time for this to actually work, or restart the service again. Let me restart and see if it actually will get this. Don't know why it is not getting. Well, the demagogues again. Domain IP. This should actually work. Anyway, let me go ahead and try to get into the president site itself. Right? I've googled president. Here is the site. You click it. It goes. It actually runs still correctly. Let me clear this history. Clear everything from this browser. The demagogues. History. Let me clear everything. I'll clear everything and try to go to that site again. It redirects correctly. It goes well. What this should do, it should resolve. Instead of resolving into this main site, it should resolve to our, I don't know what's going on right now, but that's the second way hackers can actually redirect traffic. There are other ways of redirecting traffic or redirecting sites, but for now, I'll just leave you with those, and ciao.